Hello everybody, my name is Miss Mari, and today my brother and I are going to be teaching you guys how to make your own homemade face mask. Hey guys, so what I have in front of me is supplies that we will be using to make our face masks. So I have fabric, and if you guys do not have fabric accessible to you, it's okay because you guys could also use an old t-shirt, and that's what I have. I have fabric and an old t-shirt. I also have a sewing machine and elastic pins, a tape measure, a pencil and paper, and I forgot to get the scissors out, but definitely going to use scissors. I know I have the thread and the needle out there, but that's going to be for something else. But we will not be using the thread and the needle for this project because this project is towards older kids. So my brother's helping us for this. So we put the thread through the that little guide, through that little metal thing right now, and then we pull it straight. So we put it right behind that little hook and make sure that we bring our thread down the machine to this little opening, and then we're gonna pull up. Make sure your thread is to the right, and there's our little guide. Our machine has a little sign right there that is guiding us. And you guys can also use the the hand wheel. You guys can move the hand wheel just to make sure our take up lever is up, and then we could pull our thread down. Once we have our thread pulled down, we are ready to put the thread through the needle. So as you do that, you're gonna put it through the needle, going straight out. Now that we have our thread through the eye of the needle going out, we are going to get our thread, and there's a little hook on the metal next to our needle. We're going to make sure our thread is attached to that. So we are going to focus, and we're also going to show you guys how to we're learning how to start our machine. So we're pulling out the bobbin from underneath. Sorry about that. So what we're doing is we're going to get our bobbin. We're going to get our bobbin out, and we're just going to learn how to do it before we get started with our masks. So we're making sure our thread is counterclockwise, and we're putting it back into its little container, and we're getting the thread out. We're pulling it up. We're gently pulling it up. I used to be really scared of pulling it, but there's nothing to be scared about. Just be a little gentle. You got it in there. Okay, so it's good. We're going to put it up, and we're gonna make sure that little metal line going up is facing up, and it's going to click. Sometimes it clicks, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it just grabs on already. So it's already on there, and we are going to close that, and we're going to close our little box there. So we are going to turn our hand wheel towards us. As we do that, our needle is going to go down and up, and it's going to pick up our thread from under. And with our scissors, we can poke it a little bit through, and with our hand, we're gonna pull the bottom thread to the left, and we're gonna get both threads and put them behind the machine. And that's how we do that. Working on our mask, now we need measurements.
Centimeter ruler. Get the tip of it, put the tip of your nose all the way back to your ear. Stop it. Mine's 18 centimeters. The length of my ear to my nose. So that's 18. So that'll be the length of your mask. Now, see how big it is from your tip of your nose, the top of right here, your nose, all the way down under your chin. Put it right here, and you measure that, and it's 15 centimeters. So that's how you measure your face.
We are going to start with our length, which our length is 18 centimeters. We're doing 18 centimeters on our lined paper and doing a little dash. So we know that's 18 centimeters. And since we did that, now we're gonna go with our width. Our width is 15 centimeters. So that's 15 centimeters for our width. We're aligning it with our lined paper, and we're gonna make a little dash there as well. And since we did that, we're gonna do, for our width, we're gonna do 15 centimeters all the way across, and we're going to stop at our 18 centimeters. We're gonna fold our paper in half, put the crease down, open our paper, and now that our paper is open, we see where the crease is, and that's the extra paper that we're gonna cut off. So now from our 18 centimeters, we're doing a straight line across. So it's a good thing that we're using lined paper because that is easy to do. On the side that we're not going to use, we're gonna do a cross, so we know we are not going to use that side of the paper. I'm gonna get my tape measure. Well, my brother is getting the tape measure, and he's measuring 4 centimeters down. So he's gonna do a line for that. I know there's another line there, but just ignore the other line. But for the one that we just measured, our lined paper makes it easy for us to just follow that little line. We're gonna fold our lined paper in half, and now we know where our middle is from our 15 centimeters of width. Since we did that, now we are going to get our pencil, and we're going to sketch a curve. So we are attaching our 4 centimeters down to the middle, and if your little curve doesn't come out right the first time, it's perfectly okay. You guys could keep sketching it until it comes out the way you like it. So we're gonna do that to the other side. An easier way is to do it to one side and fold it in half and just cut it. So right now, since our paper is folded in half, from our middle crease, we're gonna get half of both sides. And as soon as we do that, we're gonna do a little dash and just connect both sides to our paper. Now our paper guide is ready. So now we put our paper guide down, we get a cereal box and we cut it out, we put pins on it, we cut our design, so beautiful side, get the other beautiful side, attach both of the beautiful sides, make sure both of the beautiful sides are inside, and you're sewing and you're letting the machine do its job. Go slow on the pedal. If you're a beginner, it's okay, just go slow, take your time, it's not a race. You're gonna open it up and you're gonna see how the stitch just looks really good, and both the beautiful sides are inside. So now that we got one side done, we're gonna get the other side. So remember that when we're sewing, right now we are starting from the bridge of our nose to our chin, and that's the curve that we are sewing right now. You guys can also use pins to pin it down, and once you guys are lining up the fabric, just make sure you line it up well, and if you have a little bit of fabric sticking out that it's not really aligned, it's okay. Just make sure that both of your fabrics are together, so we could sew both of the fabrics together. So now that we did that, we could open our mask up and align it with our other side of the mask that we just finished. As you could tell, we're gonna put the beautiful side inside, both of the beautiful sides inside, and we're aligning our fabric, we're making sure that it's aligned. If you don't feel comfortable just having it like that, you guys could add pins, but right now my brother is just making sure everything's aligned, everything looks straight, and we're going to start with one of the long sides. So it doesn't matter what long side you start with. The only thing that matters right now is that we're getting it done. So we're letting the machine do its job. We're letting it just do it. And we're guiding it with our hands. We're not pulling it. We're not forcing it. We're just letting the machine do its job. And we're stepping gently on the pedal. And we're also fixing and adjusting the fabric. Just making sure everything's aligned and nothing got out of place. I'm gonna cut that. Some people like sewing it double, sewing it again, and that's perfectly okay. So once we do that, we're gonna do that to the other side. And we're just gonna let the machine do its job. So in these little openings right here, we're going to, in the openings from the end, we're just gonna leave those open and turn our mask inside out. And we're gonna sew elastic to the sides. I didn't show that in the video, but you guys could just let the machine do its job and just turn it inside out and sew the ends, close them off in the end. So right now we're just finishing it. So there you have it, guys. That's how you make a homemade mask out of using a t-shirt that has an awesome image.
That's how we did it. Look, you see how I did it over here back of my head? It goes around here. You see that? Scary.
Yay, we did it.